Okay, so here we are. Let's see if I can make this happen. So I'm gonna go through this real quick. I'm a little lit tonight. It's been a long week. If you look at the map, you can see the top left there, the two maps at the top left. That's what I got done this week. Quite a bit. Um, yeah. So let's get to it, if I can. All right. Now this is getting awkward. Where is this? It says live chat has moved. Where has it moved to? What have you done to me? There we go. All right, I found it. Yeah. So when I last left you last week, I was working on this map here. This is the mob map. We put in the Ender Dragon. As you can see, the whole map is done. I added two more mobs in there: a Enderman and a zombie. And then I started working on this map down there or down here, right across from the wizard and the church. So I decided to put in a castle. Now this castle is done by Antler Boy. We'll get more on that. We'll get more into that a little bit later. This is all this blocks. I was very impressed with all the blocks that it takes to build this thing, so I had to put them out there. It makes it easier for me to go pick block them and put them where I need. And I just realized when I was looking at this, uh, I didn't do any beach on this. I wonder why on the river here. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm probably when I go back to fill the treasure chest and make sure that, test the game and everything. I'll finish that little detail. I was able to get this red out of this map. For the longest time, I couldn't figure it out. During the update, because they made it basically deeper, so um, the void blocks that I was using, you can actually see through them on maps. So I didn't realize there was lava below there flowing out. So I had to actually break through that and get down there and take out the lava. And I was able to take out that red. I don't know what this is. I will find out what that is. But for now, I don't know what that is on the map. Anyway, so yeah, I finished this part of the map. I'm kind of struggling here. See these little red lines here? These little red lines are, they're that mangrove steps. And they kind of show up on the map kind of funky. Normally steps kind of show up as, let me go to an area with some steps here. Right here. These are like maybe, uh, most likely they're going to be spruce steps. They're not such a distraction on the map, but I really don't like them in the red. It kind of makes me a little nutty on the red. So I may go through and change all those steps to spruce. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. So anyway, let's go ahead with this map. I'm going to show you what I did over there. It's complete. It's looking good. And then where the Ender Dragon is, we'll go over that map. I'll explain what I did there. And like I said, this is what I've done since last week. And then we'll visit the castle real quick. But I think the main project for this stream is I'm going to work in this area right across from the ravine. This ravine is going to be like this. It's going to be like tears in the map, just like here, just like there. And these are just to represent like Jarboa, the main dragon, just kind of rip the world. So they're going to show up on the map. So this is just going to be on the tear. These are all natural. I didn't make these, but I will turn them into what I want. All right, so let's head up here and take a look at what I did last week when I stopped streaming, or what I've been doing all week long. I'm not going to mention hours anymore because I'm putting ridiculous amount of hours, and I have to be careful not to get burnt out. Um, no promises. But after being off for a year and then coming back in, I just got real froggy and got a lot done. So I think I had most of this area here done last week, and I showed you the skeletons in the minecart shooting at you and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the rest of that map that I got done. Um, it's a pretty complex area once players, because we're on the third ring or something like that, or fourth ring outside of where you start the game. So as you progress through the rings, it gets harder and harder. So the maze here is pretty tricky. Um, but because the game's so large, I didn't want to make it a one way to get to pretty much anywhere. I wanted multiple ways to get to maps and to get to little areas on the map. So I made sure to keep that up. It just gets more tricky because you can end up going in circles and not even realizing it. And hunger's a real pain in this game, so you have to make sure that you get enough food, cook enough food, get enough non-hostile mobs and stuff like that, and cook the food for better saturation. Yada yada yada. So okay, so that's that map. Not much to go over. Eventually, when I go back through to make this happen, I will make some of these statues. You can go up in them. There'll be treasures. Treasures. I sound like somebody from Goonies, but yeah, there'll be treasures and stuff like that. It'll have a purpose of players wanting to get there. All right, so yeah, you saw me build the Ender Dragon last episode. Or not build it, but put it in here. I put in the portals. So the end dragon here will actually be the end of the game, and I know it's really close to the beginning of the game, but you still need to go to all the dragons, those kind of dragons right there, the big baron dragons, to receive the end stone portals. And you'll still need to get the eye of Ender. I'm, I'm slipping tonight. You still need to get those to activate the end portal. But yeah, this I think this is gonna be the end. You'll end up somehow um, end up in the end, and when you come out of the end, this will not be the entrance. This will be the exit out of the end, or not the end. I'm sorry, the Nether. And then you'll make your way through here. The body's pretty big, so I can make a pretty nice little maze in there. That's be a little tricky. And somehow you'll end up the tail's too small. I mean, it's only I think it's 5 by 5 or 4 by 4. I think it's 5 by 5. So it's too small to put the end portal in. So the end portal will be somewhere in the belly of the beast. And yeah, so we'll get more on that during the first test phases of the game. Originally, I wanted to come out in January of 2024 and have it tested, ready to play. And I'm probably going to be ready before then. And I'm looking in the background. I want to explain that pillager tower. But yeah, I'd be ready to play. But I won't need this done by then because there's so much more to go to the game. There's so much more that's going into the game. I think we've only got what three big barons. We have the pit, we have the forgotten, and we have the Trojan over next to the village. So I mean that's only three dragons. There's going to be one in the Nether, so that'll be four because I already started in the Nether. Just I'm not happy with it right now, but um, yeah. So we'll go on there. I'm going to jump over here real quick before I even explain that map that I was just on. So this is really cool. This is a natural pillager post or outpost, and it is right in a village. So when I get to this map, which will be probably two more rings over, that's probably that all the way to here is the next ring that I'm going to do if you've been following and keep up. Uh, but this is going to be really cool because this pillager outpost is so close to this village. It's going to make it so you're able to do raids and get hero of the village and stuff like that. So I got to come up with a way to make villagers come in. I'll probably use a villager spawner to keep villagers in there so you can do it. But I will come up with a way, but this is going to be a natural one. We do have a pillager outpost, but it's not natural. It's got pillager spawners, but the bannermen don't spawn in those, so you can't really start a raid. So we'll see. That's really cool. That's really close, and I'm able to do that without having to take a portal to the Nether to one or stuff like that. It's actually going to be naturally on this map. There's so many villages on this map. There's a swamp village. My son was telling me how rare there are. I didn't know. It's I don't play survival so much anymore, and I really like this game. But by the release of 1.20, I probably will start another survival world just for fun. Um, but it's somewhere over here. This is the the swamp right over there. Anyway, okay, so let's get back on this map. So I put in an Enderman. This is also by ADHD, which is odd because I had my son look it up. He hasn't made a video in like 6 years. I don't know what happened to him or what's going on, or just gave up, or hopefully that's the case. That would be to me the best outcome if he just decided this isn't for him. And he sounded like a young man, so he might have went to college or something like that, or just went on to better pastures. Anyway, so this Enderman was more of a statue, and I wanted to look more like an Enderman because I didn't want a gray statue with stone and all that. So I put color into it, but when I got to the Enderman, I'm like, ah. So I really don't like the way he looks right now. Um, so I will play with him a little bit, not right now, but in the future, I'll come back out here and show him too. But there's actually only one way to get to the the Enderman here, and it's through these maps here. So you can't get there from the rest of the map. Also, if you remember, man, a long time ago when I first started streaming the building of this game, there was a little place over here. So there's an NPC player over here, um, and what he does, he sells you items, and one of the things that he sells you, I think it's like 10,000 stone, because there's currency in the game if you haven't been keeping up. And he will open this door for you over here for a certain price. So you can pay to open this door. And I finally made it because this place wasn't made. Now that this map's made, you can come and he'll open this door. You climb back up here. This door will be open. Just use through command blocks. Um, and now you can get to this part of the map. So I was really happy about that because that was an old idea. And when I got here, I was excited about it because I didn't forget. I was like, oh, I can't wait to put this on the part of the map. These are the mangrove steps I was talking about that show up on the map. Actually, you won't see it on. Well, you see them a little bit on this map, but this is a castle map. So anyway, so that's that, and finishes all off. There's a lot of trees here. I put in a zombie. Normally, throughout most of these builds, there's exceptions to the rules. Some of the big Baron Dragon, I changed a little bit to give it more pop. But I like to really try to keep as much as possible to the original builders uh, build, because this is kind of a way to celebrate YouTubers that take the time to teach other people how to build things and all that for people that are less artistic, I guess. I don't know, for lack of a better word. Anyway, so I try not to change themes so much. I had to change the zombie. I wanted the arms out like this, to represent a zombie. But it's still off of his build. I just changed some things. Like this is 3x3 instead of a 4x4, or is a 4x4 would have been a 4x3. I think it would have been a 4x3. But yeah, I changed it up because I think it looks better. Um, and he doesn't have a tutorial for this. I just basically took a structure block off of the half zombie, half skeleton. Just like when I made the skeleton, I took that same structure block and just made the other half of the skeleton off of that block. Um, anyway, that's the only change I made to there. Just a slight little detail change. And I finished off the whole map. This map actually connects onto this map some way. And this is the new map that I've been working on, and I've been really excited about it. Um, okay. How do I start this? Here's another builder on YouTube that is phenomenal. I don't advise somebody that's really new to Minecraft to really come out and try to do his tutorials. He's more complex, but I have to give him credit because I'm a very complex builder myself. If you've been into the Forge, um, I couldn't make a video to explain to people how I built it. Even if I took it apart, I'd be like, oh, how do you explain what position you're at to place that stair, or the slab, and all that? So his videos, they're really good videos. If you're real good, if you're, you don't have to be really good, but if you pay attention to detail, you can watch his videos and do it. He's really fast. He edits stuff in. It's not really like block by block. He'll do a little bit, show you, and then pull back, and then go. It should look like this. So if you're good at eye building and stuff like that, I recommend him. Like I said earlier, his name is Antler Boy, which I think I've heard of him before, but I just can't remember. Anyway, but the sad thing is, he's like some of the other ones I put in here, doesn't have that many subscribers, but yeah, he's really good, and I just don't get it. How do I say this without being an ass? There's certain YouTubers that make videos and they're very repetitive. They don't ever change their style, and when they get to a point where they have no idea, they basically wash, rinse, and repeat. I'll give you an example: 100 ways to you're doing things the wrong way. How to start survival. All those kind of videos, and they have tons and tons of subscribers, and I just don't get it. Other than their personality, they have a really good personality, and they're kind of fun to watch. I mean that has a big impact on your videos and all that. Is how well you are to communicate and how social you are. Which I'm not. I'm sure if you've watched my videos or this is your first time, you can already tell. When I talk that I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that kind of builder. I'm just here to have fun and show you some things, and hopefully you learn something, or hopefully you're here because you want to try this out and play it. Anyway, but yeah, and I feel bad because he's a very talented builder, and he hasn't made a video in over a year. So it's kind of sad. Maybe he moved on to other things. Hopefully, that's the case. There's more to life than YouTube and making videos. But I appreciate they took the time to build this, and to do a tutorial on it. So it's gonna go in the game. I really like it. It's big, but yet it's really compact inside. And I watched his video on decorating it, and it's really quick. He's not really doing anything other than kind of showing it and blah blah blah. You can do this and that, blah blah. Um, so the inside will probably be more custom, more to my style, and I'll utilize it. It's not going to be a maze so much because it's got a lot of cool little secret passages that I can put in there. But it's going to be more of a explore. It's not more of a get lost, kind of find your way to this place. I mean, you still got to find your way because it's going to be explore because it's kind of difficult. Anyway, yeah. So these are all the blocks that he so far that I've used building this. And halfway through, I was like, you know what? I got to place a little place so I can pick block these. and so because a lot of times we're switching back and forth, and I don't have enough inventory room. And being in creative or whatever, it's like, oh, here we go. I need to access these blocks really quick, so I'll just come over here if I can't find them on anywhere on the castle. This is a ravine I was talking about. We might end up working on some of this tonight. Depending how big this is, because I'll show you, it's pretty big. I'm almost completely done with it. So yeah, it's pretty big. So it's real close to the borders. I may, because I already started doing this side. This is all from here. You can see where the pit is. From here to here is all part of the map that I've already done. I've feathered it in. A lot of terraforming. I'm telling you. Oh, I was working really hard on this, getting it right. I haven't really done too much of the river. I probably see. I need to add in some more stone or stone sand. So it gives it more depth on the map. You can see it right here. That way it gives you a better idea what I'm talking about. I know the map's kind of crooked. It's like this, if we're looking that way. So it gives it more depth and stuff like that. So it's a work in progress. But there was a lot of terraforming. If you remember from the videos before, there was this big, weird, wonky mountain right here. Not there, because that's a beautiful mountain. So I kind of feathered it up. Originally, I was going to put it on the edge here. And make it like it was on a cliff because of the water and stuff like that. But I decided to put it back here because I didn't know how big it was going to be. I didn't know anything. But I think it might be too far back to add maze, and it might be a little bit too open in the back or on the bottom there and on the sides. So we'll see. Another option for me would be to bring it close to this and have it touching it in some areas. Let's probably take that one out. Having it touching it in some areas. You can probably take these out too because they're just overhanging. No, tell me to take that down. Yeah, so I'm debating, and I might have some of the castle going down some of this with somewhere a bridge going across, a way to get to it from over there or something. I don't know. Also, I was thinking about adding another mob over here. So basically, the way I laid this out, I laid it out easily so I could put another mob if I wanted to. Another mob statue I'm talking about. Not 100% sure. But yeah, I think that's enough talking for now. Most of the talking I do is for myself. I went through and watched some videos. I didn't realize I almost quit doing this twice. One time on like 110, episode 110 or 107 or something like that. What's up, Hope? Man, I haven't seen you in a little bit. Just doing some building and getting it done, Captain. But yeah, so what was I saying? I basically watched some of my older videos. Yeah, and almost gave up twice. And I didn't. I remember that one, but I think on episode 70 or something, because I was just skimming through them. I was really frustrated, and I almost gave up then. That was the one time that I really almost gave up. Not so much because of views, but just because of how much time I was spending. I was going, wait, I'm spending way too much time on this. This is insane. But now I'm kind of whatever. I'm just into it. I'm more talk for myself now, so I can document this and hope that sometime it becomes something. But yeah. So anyway, so what we're going to work on today is we're going to work on this area. We're going to work up all the way up to the cavern or the ravine, and then we'll probably lay this out so it looks like a ravine on the map, so it matches the other ones. So that's probably what we're going to do today. So let's get started. There's a lot of talking. I'm probably going to need to bring this up a little bit so I can have some hedge. And I will have pieces here that go across that you can no longer reach. For example, like right here, we'll do this. We'll take this out because this just indicates where a new map is. Yeah, sometimes I forget why I started. Uh, yeah, so it was just weird looking at some of my old videos, and yeah, I was just like, why am I doing this? But it's funny because I have so much fun doing it. Not just the videos, I just have fun building this. So, like I said, I need to concentrate as more of a documentary of what I'm building, and if anything happens, I can always come back to my videos and remember it. You know, if I lose my file or whatever, you know, at least I have documentation on this that it existed. All right, so we'll say that this. I don't want to build too much over here because, like I said, I might move the castle, but here I probably can. Let's just pretend that it comes over this way. And then we'll get a shovel. We'll put our path in. Good stuff like that. So this. Oop, how did I? Man, how did I do that? That was a goofball. Goofball move right there. Major goofball. I saw you type something. I'll check that out here in a second. So something like that. So you can't actually access it because the world split apart here. But on the map, it will look like it matches up. Um, oh, you do. You do. I've played with you. Oh, doesn't work. I've played with you. You've done some good stuff. Um, yeah. So let's take this. We'll branch it off. Let's say it goes like this. We'll do this like this, and we'll do another one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. And this one's going to skip 1, 2, 3. And we can just skip that because we know where that's going to go. We know where that's going to go. Take these out. And that'll be that edge. This can come this way. Like so. And that's our 3. There we go. Open this up. There we go. Now we're cooking. What you playing nowadays, Rope? What you been up to? You and I never finished our raft. I wonder if they've done an update since we've played. I haven't played it either. There we go. So that'll match up over there, and then we'll just build some more path over here. It doesn't have to necessarily match completely. Like we can do something crazy. Like for example, let's just say it turned right here. Let's just say like this came this way. Like these two matched. Because basically we can do whatever it is we want. So we can go like this and pretend that these match like that. Put that there. Have been gaming on and off. Past few days haven't felt like playing much. I've been generating art with AI. Oh, very nice. Post some of that crap on some of that crap. Sounds like good. Post some of that crap. Post some of that on Discord. I like stuff like that, man. See what you've been doing. All right, so we can put it something like this. So it looks like it used to be together and it just kind of drifted apart. So that's kind of cool stuff. So the main thing I'm trying to do here, I'll give you an example. I'll give myself an example. Is we'll come over here and I'll show you another ravine that goes into the abyss. Here's one right here. So basically, see how this map is all cut up? It looks like, but it just shifted from over there. I mean, it lost some stuff, but it matches. Everything pretty much lines up. But you can't access this, because if you do this in survival during the game, there are some parts you can, like here you can go around this, but most parts you just can't jump across. So, but it all matches up on the map. So that's basically the look I'm going for, in short. Oh, did you post it already? You did post it. That was quick. Nice. I'll check it out. All right. So yeah. So that's basically what I'm going for there. Let me show you some of the castle. Nice little staircase going up. Almost done. I'll be done with this by next week. By the time I stream next week, next Saturday, this will be all done. This map, probably the pace that I'm going at, this whole map will probably be done. Like I said, today's focus is just on this side of the ravine. All right, so what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we do that? I don't think we can because this is what's going to screw us. I think we can actually. It's just going to be wonky. 1, 2, 3. Little wonky. We got. Don't want to get too spammy. Man, hardly anyone's out there. I don't care. Everybody that's on Discord's cool, so nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, so this is going to go like this. We're going to make this, because that's a 3-path. We're going to get a little crazy here. And I'll show you exactly why. So this will be more path here. I don't want to get too crazy over here because I might move the castle closer to the ravine, so don't want to do too much. Just enough, but not too much. There we go. Let's lift up this hedge. Like so. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna make all this meet up over here. Could have a little path. Let's say we could branch off this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. One, 2, 3. Take that out. This is where it's going to get a little crazy right here. If I can do this. I can, but I have to change these two. Which means I have to change this into dirt. Because if I don't, then it's going to get silly. There we go. And I could put treasure back in here. Like so. Yeah, that way if a player gets back here, they can get rewarded for exploring. We don't reward people that don't explore. Repeat after me. We do not reward people that don't explore. Alright, so yeah, that'll be that. And that is if a player comes this way, he won't be able to access from they won't be able to access from that way, but the other way, yes. Alright, let's path it out. What you got? We do not. Yeah, there you go. That's a T-shirt. We do not reward those who do not explore. That's what I was trying to say. Gotta have a little bit of exploration in you. Boom. And we'll change this one out to grass, grass. There we go. You got it going now. Cooking with cooking grease. Yeah, yeah. See? All right. So yeah. So we have this. So it's kind of a cool little design. There we go. Yeah. So when you cross a ravine, it looks like it's part of the map. Like it's been separated. It gives that illusion. I like it. All right. Cool. So if you can imagine, like for instance, that the path used to be something like this. I'll just give an example. So you can get on the same page. Yeah. There we go. Alright, cool. That matches up there. That matches up there. Moving along. This might be a little trickier than I planned. Oof. I do not like that. I do not like green eggs and ham. Sam, I am. But we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your body on the floor. Alright. It's a little narrow there. I'm not liking it. I will have to widen that because my rule of thumb is 3. And that is blocking the 3. Not liking. Can I live with that? I can. I can and I will. There we go. So that actually kind of met up like I meant to do that. All right, let's move along. I think I want to make it go for a little bit here. We'll put a path down here. Got my buddy texting me because there's hockey tonight. I know it's Carolina and Florida. I already watched Vegas and Dallas. That's the one I'm watching. But I have to stream. Gotta get the stream in. Okay, so we'll make a turn here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it'll continue on this way. Like so. We need to bring this up one more. So all in all, I have 2 maps to go. I'll be able to finish putting in all the treasure, do the currency, and this game will be ready to test. And the way I've been going, I've been doing 2 maps a week. So I may be, the next time I stream, I may be on the last map. Which means by the beginning of June, I'm ready to test this thing. Or not test, but put things in. Yeah, whatever I wanted to say. I wanted to say something I didn't say right. So let's go. Do we have gold blocks? I need some gold blocks here. I need to, because this represents the next map. Oops. So what I need to do, I don't want to put it straight in this line because that's just redunculous. I want to kind of move it off to the side so it's not so obvious. Like that. There we go. That's what I want to do. That's the ticket. And then it's going to turn here as well. So we just need to come up with some ideas for here. Like so. There we go. We have our stairs. We'll make it cut this way. We'll cut it in this way. And we will continue it this way. One will go across there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Hardest part about doing mazes, you just got to make sure that you leave no dead ends, because that'll drive players crazy if they hit a dead end and there's no way, or there's an area there's no way they can get to. That'd just be annoying, especially for those people that like to explore. That's probably good for there. Let's make this turn this way. And a lot of times, I'm sure, and I've been asked before, it's like, well, how do you know which direction you're going in? We're going to put a tree right here. So we'll put grass there because it's a good spot for a tree. Like, how do you know how far your paths are and everything else? And the truth is, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get lucky. Oh, that was actually supposed to be there. So we're going to go like this, so this matches up, like so. There's our path, and there's our 3. So this, we're going to drive it just like the other one. I kind of put it like a secret thing in there. So what we'll do is we'll leave one little path there, and then we'll, oops, did I do that? I did. How did I mess that up? Dang it. I did. I left 2 blocks there instead of 3. Not a big deal. We can fix that. Just gonna fill this in so it doesn't screw me up again. Ooh, we don't need those. We don't need that. We don't need that. That will make that go all the way down as well. So how can I make this match? To make it match, I have to go like this, like that. One, two, three, 4. Not quite what I wanted to do, but because of the way it is, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. We'll put another tree here. So we have our 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. We'll put a treasure in here. The reason I double up like this is so you can't. If I put a treasure chest right there, a lot of times players can see chests, but it doesn't really matter. It really, well, it does here because the player will go back and then try to find the treasure. Sometimes it works for them, sometimes it doesn't. But I'd rather sometimes they miss some spots. Oh, my live chat died on me. So we'll go like this, like that. That's where our tree's gonna go. And let's fill in up to here because we're already done with this so far. So let's go ahead and fill some of this in. That's kind of a straight line. I don't like that. I don't like complete straight lines. Can't draw within the lines. Don't draw straight lines. Alright, there we go. As soon as we get done with this, we'll look at the map. It gives them a nice idea for our layout, what we got going on so far. And make any necessary changes that we feel we need to. Like that straight line. got here? Yeah, coming together nice. All right. Don't I really didn't plan on working so much over here, but I can't help myself now. Because we can make that another little tricky spot. See, we can do stuff like this and make this a non-accessible area. It's this there. Do stuff like that. Just goof around a little bit. Let's finish some of this up. Like, for instance, let's say a player goes in here. This is actually the end of the map. Wow. Is that a step up? It actually is a step up. So we can keep... Go something like this. Well, you can actually jump this. I like that. If players are willing to take a chance, let's have them actually able to jump it if they want. This has to come off. After I make the next map, it does. But yeah, if players want to risk it, why not? There's no reward without risk, yeah? No reward without risk. So you can actually, because originally I was like, you can't access this part of the map from here, but there's actually a spot here, which I'll have to fill that up, which will allow you to do that jump. I like it. And it's going to be a real short jump. we're going to be evil here. You should fill the ravine with secrets. Well, there is a secret. If you fall in it, you die. Yeah, I think you're on when I took you to the other ravine. It basically it's just a straight drop. You do not want to fall in the ravine, because you'll die. It's just at the very bottom there's void blocks. Just in case you didn't see it. If you did, I apologize. I'm gonna fly over here and just kind of give an example what it is. So basically, there's a place over here you can jump to. I just don't remember where it is. If players are froggy enough, it's not here. Definitely not here. But basically, if you fall down, that's the void. I have to go back through and smooth this all out. Speedray was helping me, and he thought it'd be cool to put cliff edges in there. I'm like, no, you can't do that because they have to fall to die. But it's basically just void blocks down here. It's like falling out of the world. So that's what the ravine is. If you fall, you die. But there will be some areas, for example, where was it? This is what I was thinking for over here. So I have this little area here. I was thinking about extending it over here, and then having like a little sewer that you can go into and actually get into the castle. So you can actually go underground, come across a bridge somewhere over here, and you'll end up in the castle. Let's say, just not here. Let's just I'm just giving an example. Say there's a hatch here that you can actually come out inside the castle. So all of a sudden you're in this castle. So you're kind of like looking around, going, "What? Okay, where am I?" So you're trying to figure out where you are. And that's kind of a long way, but there'll be kind of cool things in that tunnel. Because there's going to be tunnels and shortcuts, and it's not just going to be maze. It's going to be a lot of other things. There's going to be places where you have to solve puzzles. I've already got a few of them in here, and stuff like that. Rope, you probably haven't seen a lot of this. I got a lot done. I'm gonna take a chew and fly around for a second. I'll give you a little tour because I'm a little toured out. Toured or pooped. Yeah, so I put in this village over here. This is what I've done the last couple weeks. So I put in this village here. a prime example is if you're in the river, you're kind of skipping the maze. The river's not really a maze. There's going to be secret places where you can find chests and all that, armor and money and stuff. But there's also little secrets. Um, like back here, there's a cave, and you go through the cave, avoid the cobwebs. And if you actually are an explorer, you'll find a ladder, and voila, suddenly you're in this village, and this village is mob-proof, but it's got all these villagers, and they're willing to trade some really good items with you. Um, so it's got all these villagers, whatever. And then it's got like, here's the dragon. So the premise of the game is basically you have to find the 12 dragons to open the the end portal to fight the dragon itself. So it's Minecraft with a kick, with a twist. And like to get to this dragon, this part is not a maze. This whole village will be. I mean, you can sit here and shop inside this village. It's pretty crazy. There's some really cool stuff. You'll be able to come in here and shop and get new items. And if you really explore the village, you'll find little secret chests and stuff like that. Where was I at? But you go through here, and like this is a big secret over here. This is like to get to the dragons and all that. You got to be more of an explorer in the game. There's gonna be mobs everywhere. I mean, you're constantly fighting, getting better armor, stuff like that. But if you go over here, and I man-made this whole lake. It took me a while. And you come to the dragon. Underneath the dragon, which I haven't placed yet, this will be during my test phase. You'll come down here. You'll grab one of the end portal stones. I'm trapped. I don't know how to get out. But this is the only way to get in there. Everything else is blocked off from the rest of the maze. Stuff like that. Check this out, rope. This is really cool. Inside the pyramid, I love this room. This Speed Raid built this room. I told him what I wanted, and he built it. But this is like the great room inside this pyramid. This pyramid is massive. It's just stupid big. And it has 7 levels that players have to complete. There's a shop in here. This has got its own little ecosystem. It's such a big thing. So it's not just the maze on top. And a buddy of mine, we're going through it. I've placed over 9 million blocks so far in this game. And I'm 25 maps into this thing. And it's pretty crazy. I've covered a span of 409,000 blocks so far. Yeah. So there's just so much to this. And in August, this will turn 3 years old. So put that back so I don't forget. And the good thing about it was once you solve the pyramid puzzle, you can choose at no cost where to go. So you can go to the forge. We'll head over to the forge. And as soon as you get to the forge, oh, bedrock. Gotta love bedrock for loading. Alright. So as soon as you get to the forge, there's actually an NPC here. If you got money, you can actually talk to him and he'll teleport you to different places wherever you want to go. So it's pretty neat. This is the forge. This is massive. I still need to do a lot of work in here because this is not a maze. This is all puzzle. And if you solve the puzzle, you're going to get some netherite armor. So pretty cool stuff. Anywho, let's get back to work. I like to once in a while break away and get some tours. Alright, so we're back over here. We're going to continue this part next to the ravine. And we're going to make all this kind of blend in. So it's like I said, it's like been separated. It was all one maze and now it's been separated. Let's put in some trees. Let's grab some saplings. There we go. Some bone meal. And some saplings. And we've been using spruce. So we're just going to continue using spruce. And we're going to put one there, and I believe one right here. We don't have time to wait for them to grow, so we're going to force it. So let's look on the map. As you can see, they're on the map there on the left-hand side. And let's continue. We're almost done with this side. And then we'll start darkening in this ravine, start getting this done. I might not do this during a live stream because it's very tedious and kind of boring. And I like doing it, but I wouldn't want to watch somebody do it. Okay, so if you jump the ravine here, it's going to be a small ledge for you to land on. And when I say small, I mean not that small. That's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll do it like that. Yeah, so this, yeah, so. All right, we'll chop that down. Oop, don't put a bush there. So this all has to kind of match. It's gonna look silly if I don't make it match. It's a little too straight, so we'll take this out. Like that. All right, so yeah, there'll be a curve. So once you make this jump, if you jump the ravine, Evel Knievel here, probably easier to jump corner. You'll have to go around this corner here. There we go. Something like that. Something to keep it fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that looks on the map. And down there on the bottom left. Looks pretty good. Oh, so man, I wonder what the biggest Minecraft game is. I got to look it up. I'm a little lazy. I build this. I just don't have time. But I've got to be coming close to it. As soon as I finish the next ring, that's going to be almost 50 maps. Yeah, so I've got to be getting close. That's like my main goal. To build the biggest game in Minecraft. Or maybe the biggest map game, period. I'm probably already bigger than like GTA 5 and stuff like that. I don't know. I'll have to look at and see how to compare. Alright, so this is done. Let's go ahead and make this. Turn this into, like I said, I'm not crazy about the mangrove red stairs on the maps because it's red, and each map, players can find a map, and some of it would be like a locator map or just a regular map. I'll give you an example of that. Let me lay this down. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about because it's pretty neat. Some of the maps actually show you the direction through the maze. I mean, a lot of that cost in currency, not real currency, guys. This game costs nothing to play. But got to save up money in game, so it's not really grinding because you're constantly moving. It's not like sitting still. Although there's villages you can go into and kind of hang out there, breed some animals, cook some meat, prepare yourself for more mission or more territory to conquer. I have no idea what the words I want to use. Okay, so there we go. Looking pretty good. We have a small area to do, and this area is going to be kind of neat because what I like to do is this one's going to come this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it time to load in. This one's going to come this way. This one's going to come like this, and they're going to look like they're going to meet. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go right there, like so. And then this one's going to come one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can get this going right. And this one's going to come this way. See, I left a 3 because this will be a treasure. I already have it planned in my head. Because I'm not good at explaining how I do this. I see it and then I just do it. I don't know how to explain it and make it sound sane. So that'll be that way as we come through here. We still keep our 3 pattern. Like so. Except this one. Oops, I goofed a little bit. It's alright though. No, I didn't. No, that's exactly what I want to do. There we go. And this should give us our next 3 right here, which will give us some more treasure. Oh, give us a 4, I'm sorry. Give us a 3 right here. And again, we're going to do this, double up. Cool. All right. So that gives us that. And then for this has to be a little tricky. I'm going to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I did one too many. I know better than that. Oops, that's supposed to leave that open. So there we go. And that's that, just like that. We have our 2 treasure areas. We have this area that if you sneak around here, remember this is all going to go all the way down, so I'm not concerned about that, but this is going to be a narrow edge, and if you fall from it, well, damn. It wasn't your day, I guess. So that's kind of rude. That's just mean. So we'll just fill all this in with some path. This can be part of the project here. I see there's 4 people on. So if you're on, be sure to give the video a like. It helps out a lot. Yeah, and if this is your first time, basically building a game in Minecraft, block by block. I was just mentioning that it's like over, what did I say, 9 million blocks I've placed, or 9, whatever. Can't even think right now. I'm a little lit tonight. So, and remember, I stream every Saturday at 5:30 Standard Pacific Time. If you're on the East Coast, that's about 8:30. If you're Atlantic, or no, wait, man, I forget the times. There's Mountain Time. What is there? Man, I can't even remember the times. Oh well, I'm done trying to explain that. Okay, so we're gonna finish this up. Put in our path, and then we have to raise up our hedges one more. What's really neat, so the plan was to release this in January. I think I'll be able to release the beta data, well before January. I just need to do a test. Some friends are going to come out to help me test it, and then I will release it. But I do highly recommend doing this in 3D. You can play it regular, but it's really, really good in 3D. And I really wish I could do some recordings in 3D where if people had 3D, they could just watch it in 3D as I play it in 3D. But I'm sure people can use their imagination what it would look like in 3D. It's really, really good, especially on the pit vertical maze. It looks really good. And it's a lot of fun when you battle. And if you're player versus player, whether you're player versus player, don't forget, like I've said, if you're the first time you come out, there's like 12 class of characters you can play that have all different abilities. It's pretty neat. So you can play basically. So if you hit we're here, are you going to be able to make this jump? Oh, whoops, no. I'm in creative, so it's hard to do. Hold on. It'd be nice to be able to make this jump. Oh, that is sweet. I mean, it's going to take you back to the same place, but over here. It's a little bit of a shortcut. Give you a little hope. But it make you end up over here. All right, so let's raise this up by 1. The painstaking process. Okay, it's a lot of fun. All right, I can put a tree right here too. Let's put a tree right there. Could put another tree if I wanted to, but guess what? I don't want to. I'm just gonna put 1 right there. Call it. There we go. And then that's the map. There you go. That's the whole side done there. Oh, no, it's not. Lies and propaganda. Alright, so we'll go back over this way. Like so. Voila. That is done. Alright, let's make it blend over here on this side of the map a little bit more than what it is. This can all go because there's nothing underneath it. It's a little too straight, but we'll fix it. When we do the ravine, we definitely will fix it. Let's say right here, it used to come across, and then it also breaks off into this, and this breaks off. Oops. There we go. And this will break off here because this will be a different treasure area. Like so. It's getting really close to the castle. Still got to figure that out. I'm kind of forcing myself to just do it one way. I don't know if I like that. Let's take this out. Like that. This is non-playable area as well, because you cannot make that jump. So it kind of blends there in a way. I might need to take one more out here, or even one more. So I'm gonna start humming something like that. Kind of give us an illusion there. Is it 100% what I wanted? Yep. All right. Yeah, I just want to blend this a little bit. We'll blend that. Really doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't make any sense. We'll make it make sense by doing this. Like so. Like I said, I don't want to get too far on this map until I finish the castle, because I'm going to end up losing my train of thought. So we'll just do it like that. Look at it on the map. She's a beaut, Clark. And we'll leave this alone. So let's go ahead and get our ender chest. Chest. I think I was already there. And inside our ender chest is... No, that's not an ender chest, first of all. Wow. That's an ender chest. I don't know what my mind was thinking. So inside of here is we have our tile dot end dot or underscore gateway dot name. And basically I stole this from Pocket Edition and transferred it over here. And so that gives us the end stone or the void block, which is not normally you're not able to get it. So let's start right here. Let's go all the way down. Whoops. We're going to go all the way down to right here, and right here I think is the bottom, and we will place in our bot. So that whatever you want to call it, beacon is going to go away. So that's the bottom. So let's go ahead and start filling in some of these blocks. Get rid of the sound of silence. Am I talking too much? All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to cover up this lava and the water and get rid of all that. There we go. Yeah, just let me know if I'm chatting too much. I feel like I have to chat, and if you don't need it, then trust me, I won't chat. Which version, though? Disturbed version? Alright, so we're basically getting rid of all this stuff so it doesn't show up on the map anymore. And it's going to be all dark. That's going away. Alright, screw it. We're going to put it in here. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I like that version. I have it on my playlist. Alright, so this is all going to be void. Oops. Let's go over here. This, I guess I can make all this void too. The only problem is, let me go through here. How much of this is lava? What the heck is going on? Because the only problem is the lava shows up through the whatchamacallit, the void blocks. Um, oh, it's annoying. How much lava's in here? Let's just cover this up. That'll tell us exactly what we need. You'll see what I mean. It still shows up. It's a little annoying. Actually, it's not showing up. Huh. Alright. That's good. Where's this water source coming from? Right here. Alright, yeah, like I said, I didn't know if I wanted to stream this because this part is tedious. Alright, let's take this all the way down. Alright. Take that out. Yep. Wash, rinse, repeat. Here we go. Oof. That was a mistake. Anyway, when I get done, I come back and fill that all in with stone anyway. So the walls are sheer. That's a straight one. So you can see now it's all becoming black now. So I guess I can place the rest and just make it all black. So we'll do that, and then I'll end the stream, and I'll probably go back to the castle because I really want to finish the castle. But yeah, we'll just fill all this in so it's got the void block, and then when I have time, I'll come back and do all this because that would not be fun to watch. And then next week, hopefully, I'm on the last map in this ring. And 1.20 is coming out soon. That'll be a lot of fun. No, no, no. No, no, no. I guess all I have to do is fill in this. Nope. Get rid of that one. Wow, these actually stack up. Wow, they do. They stack up when you don't want them to. Like normally I could just run across this whole thing. These actually stack up. Didn't realize that before. Yeah, look at that. No, no, no. A little bit more. Ah, come on now. Ah, in your face. Here we go, and then we'll get rid of this and then look at it in the map. Probably won't get rid of that obsidian right now. Feeling a little lazy. We'll just wrap this up. Put in our... Well, you know what? Let's get a bucket. Probably be faster. Yeah, I think a bucket would be faster. Really? Is there that much there that... Guess so. Okay, so we'll fill this all in. And there, there, and there. Alright. Some of this, I think some of this is actually visible from the top. Put this in. More void blocks. There we go. And, well, of course, it would be a little bit more over here. It seems to go on forever, but we don't care about that. We just care about what we can see. And let's see what this looks like on the map. All right, cool. So that gives us that rip effect. And like I said, I just need to make it all shear wall. Well, there we go. And you can see where I put in the void. Originally, I was just using black concrete, but I just like that void look. So when players are actually on the edge, they can look down and go, ooh. Of course, there'll be shear. That won't be in the way. Yeah, that won't be in the way. There's ledges, stupid ledges. Don't want players to live because then they're trapped there. They have to starve to death and have a lot of angry people. Okay, one more thing. Let's finish this one off and pretend that this one actually comes over this way as well. Like so. But I don't know where it's going to go here until I finish the castle. So once I finish the castle, I'll know. So it looks pretty good. Let's go over to the main map. We'll try to finish every episode. This is like episode 116. So we'll try to finish every episode the way we begin it on the map. So basically, this is where we were. See the big rip in the map here. Yeah, that's all going to go away because that's ledges that you can see. So that's all going to go away. So it kind of matches these tears in the map here and here. And there's another big one over here. And there's a couple more. And I believe there was one up here. But yeah. So what you're looking at right there, this is 23, 24, and 25. So that's the 23rd map. Once we get that done, it'd be great. I'm looking forward to doing that. But by the time next week, hopefully when I live stream, the castle will be done. This whole map will be done. This map will be done. And hopefully you'll be seeing me on the last map before we get into, like I said, putting all the currency, all the chests in, making sure the game works. And then I'm going to put this on a realm. And while I put this on a realm and people on Bedrock are playing it, I'm going to transfer it over to Java, which Java works a little bit different. I'm a big, people know me. I'm a big Bedrock fan. I like it better than Java. But in Java, of course, I'm going to have to rewrite all the commands. But there'll be little kickers in Java when I transfer it over, like where you put buttons on top of fences and stuff like that. You can't do that in Java. But when I transfer it over, it actually, as long as I don't destroy any of the blocks around it, it'll stay there. So it'll be kind of a neat thing for Java players to see buttons on things. As opposed to mostly everything made for Bedrock is transferred over from Java, so you don't see things like that. Anyway, yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to give the video a like. If you want to see more, subscribe and share it. I'm trying to growing really slow. Been doing this for 3 years. I think I'm on 702 subscribers, and I appreciate it to get more people out here, get more people involved. What was I going to say? Oh, at least you'll be able to play it. I'm going to put it on a realm. It's completely free. You can play with your friends. You can just come in and play, explore, whatever. I will make the map downloadable so people can just come out and just see the world being built. Anyway, like I said, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, I'll see you next Saturday, 5:30 Standard Pacific Time. All right, good night.